Yeah, obviously Purdue on Sunday afternoon should be an amazing environment for our guys to compete in, and with great respect, obviously, in watching Purdue, how good they are, how many things that they have going well for them right now, and just a veteran team who clearly has a lot of opportunities in front of them to do some special things as a team. So it's going to be a heck of a challenge for us, but again, it's going to be a great environment to be in.
How dangerous is their shooting? I mean, a lot gets made about a lot of things with them, but their shooting.
They're shooting at an unprecedented level right now. I mean, in college basketball, to have the numbers that they have against the schedule that they've played from behind the line, from as many guys as they have, is incredible. And I don't see it slowing down a whole lot. I mean, it's not like they're taking bad shots. I mean, they are running efficient offense. They're getting great looks. They play, right off the post with the big fella. And when you look at some of the numbers that they have from different guys, it's staggering. And they're playing as well as anybody in the country. And if they continue to shoot the ball like this, they're going to be hard to beat.
How much do you challenge senior guards in particular in a game like this, knowing the matchup problems they can give you out on the perimeter?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big challenge, but I think one of the things is you have to bring some energy and some toughness on the ball. It's something that went missing in the second half at Illinois. I thought we did a really nice job at the beginning of the game, especially in the first half defensively at Illinois, but we took our guard down. We got fatigued. I mean, we just didn't play. And if you do that against these guys, I mean, they just move the ball so well, they'll be able to pick you apart. So it's something that clearly has been something that we've talked about, the energy level, the toughness level, the on-ball pressure, some of the things that we're going to have to be there for 40 minutes to have a chance.
It's the old cliche, but people say that it's a pick your poison kind of thing with them?
Yeah, a little bit. I think one of the things is, it starts in the post with them with Haas. I think anyone who plays him in the 22 minutes that he plays, you're getting a dose. And as you try to figure out how you want to do that, you clearly have four other guys on the floor at a given time that can make 2, 3, 4 threes a game. And when you have that type of inside-out presence with that type of shooting, it is pick your poison. You're going to have to figure out, how to do it. And for us, I mean, I don't think there's any secrets. I mean, I think the size differential, I think the power ball that they're going to be able to play is something they're going to go to. And, however we want to play off of that is clearly going to be something that you're going to have to deal with all game long. But for us, it's not about that. For us, it's about how hard are we willing to play, how many guys do we have willing to compete, through the 40 minutes and find a way to, claw around and get yourself in a situation where you have a chance to be successful. And as much as you want to talk about those guys shooting, as much as you want to talk about their size, the other thing is how, tough it is to score. I mean, they have a great defensive scheme. They're Purdue. They play tough-minded basketball. So you have both ends of the floor you're worrying about.
I guess given the way the other game played out at Illinois with the free throw shooting, have you noticed guys maybe in the gym just more than they have been recently, just working on the shooting? Anything?
We've talked about that. Guys got to do their part on their own, but we'll do some more things as a team during our practices and whatnot. It's a confidence thing. It's that first guy who steps up to the line, going 0 for 2 or making 2, gives the next guy at the line a chance to come up there with some confidence to make his 2 or whatever. And it snowballs. I mean, if you get 3 or 4 guys, 1 or 2 guys go to the line, miss the first couple, the next 2, next opportunity, miss a couple. It's a worrying thing. I'm going to the line missing, so you can't be like that. So we have to get away from that. We'll work on it. We'll continue to do our thing here, and hopefully that's an improvement as we come down the backstretch of the league.
You I think, scrimmaged against Purdue when you were at Dayton?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, what are the big things you take away from just, what is Matt Painter's philosophy and things that he emphasizes that when you play against him, you got to do well?
I mean, they're going to be tough-minded, how hard they're going to play, how physical they want to be defensively. And I think offensively they want to run offense that is, traditional based movement, passing, cutting, screening. They are back to the basics. I mean, they're a team right now that if I look back 2 or 3 years ago, whenever we scrimmaged them, some of those guys were sophomores. Now they're seniors. I mean, you're dealing with a very, very veteran, experienced team who knows exactly what they're doing, and nobody steps out of bounds in terms of their rules. Their roles, their rules, how they play. So I mean, they've got a deal where they got a group that's really committed on both ends, that's really connected, and to me they're the best team in college basketball right now. So if you look at how they can finish and what they have aspirations of doing, you know, everything is accomplishable. They have a very veteran group, a chiseled group, experience, they have chemistry. They understand what Purdue means, you know, on the front of their jersey, and I think they represent it well.
Do you kind of understand do you have a sense of the rivalry? I mean, just being here a few months now, just kind of getting the lay of the land with IU Purdue?
You know, I understand rivalries. Rivalries is what's great about college basketball. When it comes to Purdue, Indiana, obviously it's a little bit new, but at the same time, I know how important it is to our fans, our former players, and everybody around. There's a job to do. When you play against Purdue, it means more. You know, with that being said, we have to get our guys ready to go, and you know, we have to be ready to compete. You know, that's the big thing. And you know, I think when you're in an interstate rivalry, you have a Purdue, Indiana. You know, I was in North Carolina State. It was North Carolina, NC State. I've been a part of, you know, Tobacco Road. So you don't need to tell me or ask me, you know, what does it mean to people. I know what rivalries mean. I know what the opportunities when you play each other can do for you on a good and a bad. So you know, it's big.
How tough are they in transition? I think John Beeline joked that they didn't even have to stop to shoot, that they could almost shoot on the run. Just how tough are they to maybe get corralled in transition?
Yeah, I mean, their defense to offense is good. You have that type of shooting ability. You put Vince Edwards in there, you know, pushing the ball. You have unique combinations of guys bringing it up. But just most importantly, Carson Edwards, Matthias, I mean, those guys are, you know, flamethrowers, so to speak, when they catch it. I mean, they're not looking around. I mean, they're trying to get it. And, you know, you watch their Iowa game, the way they shot the ball from three, just a, you know, a precedented clip, you know, of shot making. So definitely, you know, transition defense, those things are all got to be in check.
You mentioned former players. What are your thoughts about having Victor Oladipo coming back for something?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, what an unbelievable story he's been, not only for our program himself and the Pacers this year, but he's really put himself on a different level as a player in the NBA. And really happy to see that. Victor's been very supportive of us since we got the job, and to have him back will be unbelievable feeling for our fans. It'll be unbelievable feeling for our players and our staff to have him back. So he's a great guy, and just excited to see him continue to do his thing.
For the last couple of days after the short turnaround you had for Illinois, was there, how much of a balance did you have between needing to let them recover from playing 2 out of 3 and needing to?
Well, we're 3 out of 6, 2 out of 3, and travel's tough, mentally and physically. You know, I thought we did the best we could in terms of recovery, and I think we continue to keep that in mind as we play this one on Sunday, because, you know, we're back on the road at Ohio State on Tuesday. So not only is it, you know, a tough grind Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday. You know, it's 5 games and I don't know how many days. So yeah, it's definitely something you have to be cautious about with your players. The physical and the mental recovery is something that you're always balancing. You have to continue to try to get better. You have to continue to try to work on the court. You can't get stagnant and worry about rest. I think at the end of the day there's a balance, but whatever you do and however you do it, you have to go hard, even if it's for a very short period of time. But yeah, it's tricky.
All right, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks.